Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new figurine review for you. This time I am reviewing the Safari Limited Cloud Dragon. This is set number 10115, and as far as I can tell this came out in 2011. I bought this in a store sometime in 2018. When I bought it, it had a tag wrapped around its neck with this piece of plastic here, and here is the card. Inside it has some basic information. So this is a cloud dragon where it breathes icy cold air and it can create clouds at will. Here's some manufacturing information. This is where it says 2011, so this is where I'm basing the date on this dragon figurine. Let's take a look at the dimensions of this figurine. Now, because of its shape, it's a little hard to get an accurate measurement here, but I will estimate. Looks like might be almost 6 inches long. Perhaps with the wings stretched out, it makes it about 6 inches long. At the widest point, with the wings outstretched, a little hard to get in there, but I'm estimating about 8.5 to 9 inches wide. And at the highest point, which I think is the wing up here, so it's almost 5 inches tall. So it's a nicely sized dragon figurine. So it's a cloud dragon. So it has a cloud dragon. We shouldn't be surprised that it's a little bit translucent. The wings are a little bit translucent, so we can see through them fairly easily. Now the rest of this, actually this whole figurine is translucent. It's not immediately obvious, but it does have a lot of painting that doesn't let the light through, but the plastic itself is actually translucent, maybe a colored plastic. So let me get a flashlight here. Let's see if we can see how translucent it is. Maybe you can see the light shining through the figurine. So it actually is entirely translucent. The whole head, the neck, the body is kind of darkly colored, but it is translucent, and the legs. So I didn't notice this at first in the store, but it is entirely translucent with some painting on it. Has a lot of painting. If we look at the head here, the eyeballs are painted, the teeth are painted, the horns or spikes are painted. So it's nicely sculpted. And the painting, for the most part, looks like it's been applied in the correct places and it's not very sloppy. So I do like the attention to detail and the effort that they put into making sure the paint was applied evenly and in the right places. So some nice scales on the front leading down to the belly, so lots of sculpting work there. And they painted it, looks like a silver paint. Now normally down here is where I would find some manufacturing information, but I just haven't noticed any. Even with the paint on it, we should still see some manufacturing information. Now, if we look here, we see one of the feet is right next to the body here, and we can see it's a little bit translucent, but they painted around it and it doesn't look sloppy there. So they also painted the claws, where they painted the claws on each of these feet, so they did a nice job. So this part is very obviously translucent. Same here. So it's the body part that has a thicker, it's thicker, so maybe it's less translucent. Here's part of the wing, a lot of translucent parts here. So I think it's a separate piece that is attached to the body, although it's a little hard to see where the seam line is. So I like how they painted the spikes on the back here, all across the spine. And I'm pretty sure these are separate pieces that are attached, because I don't see how they could really mold it like this. And then we can follow the spine here all the way to the end of the tail. So very nice looking. And the wings are kind of soft and pliable. They did put a little paint here. And there is a little bit of a texture to the wings, so it's a little rough. Not perfectly smooth, so that's nice. And the bony part here feels just a little bit different from the rest of the wing, so they do have slightly different textures here. So a lot of nice work here. They sculpted some claws. Very nice. And it's a thinner plastic, so it is pliable, but we don't really want to bend it too much. And the tail is pretty stiff. Yeah, well, if we squeeze hard enough it could probably bend, but we don't want to do that. So the back part here, this is also translucent. And the body is pretty thick, maybe has a little bit of color in it, so it's not quite as translucent as the rest of it. But it's a very nice looking dragon, and seems to be a pretty large size, so it takes up a lot of space. Now I like to buy these in the store so I can make sure it looks okay and it's not too wobbly. And so this rests on the butt belly rests on the surface here, so now it's not wobbly, and the legs are positioned in the right way, so there's no way it can really wobble. So I like that. And it certainly does take up a bit of space, so it's nice for a display. Yeah, nice addition to a collection of dragon figurines. So this is the Safari Limited Cloud Dragon. A pretty nice looking dragon, and surprisingly translucent throughout the entire body, which was not obvious to me at first. But now that I've noticed it, it's enjoyable. So thank you for watching my review video. Remember to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.